What's poppin', y'all? It's Ashley, so we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna apologize ahead of time because my voice is terrible. I'm trying to get over this cold that I have, but I'm starting off by brushing my eyebrows with the spoolie, just kind of getting the shape that I want. And after that, I'm going to just go in with this L.A.GIRL Pro Concealer. This is in the color Beautiful Bronze. I just started using this shade, and it's like perfect for my highlight shade. But I'm using this to carve out under my eyebrows so that they look really nice and clean underneath, like I just got a wax. Okay, so now I'm taking my big fluffy concealer brush. This is by E.L.F, and I'm just blending out that concealer so that it's not harsh at all. And then I'm going to just set it as well with some AIRSPUN powder. I'm going to be taking this color Sable out of the LORAC Pro palette on a big angled brush, and I'm going to just run that into my brows just to kind of make them look a lot more full, but I'm still going with the natural shape of them so that I don't kind of OD on my brows. This is like an everyday thing, so I'm not going for that super sleek bold brow, just that full brow. Looks like I just got a wax and like I have full brows, even though I don't. So as I put on this shadow on the tail, I'm kind of lacking in eyebrow hairs, so the shadow looks really light in that area. So I'm gonna take a darker shadow in a second, but right now I'm going over my brows just to make sure that the shape is how I want it on the top. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself here. So yeah, this is the same concealer that I used before, but I'm just using my concealer brush to carve that out and then just kind of blending it out with my finger. Once I've got that done, now I'm going to go in with Espresso, which is a little bit darker than Sable, and I'm going to put that into the tail of my brows, just so that it appears that I actually have a tail to my brows. I do have a little bit of hairs there, but it's not very apparent in comparison to the front of my brows, so I just like to use a darker shadow. It also gives that gradient effect, because when you're doing your brows, you do want that light to dark kind of effect on your eyebrows. So now I'm going to go in with priming my face. I'm using the MILANI Prime Shield Primer. This is the oil-free mattifying and pore filling primer. I just started using this and I kind of like it. It has that, I guess, that silicone type of texture to it, but it does a really good job at mattifying. So I'm putting this all in my T-zone, so my forehead, my nose, around my nose area, and around my mouth, because that's where I get the most oily. And then I'll take some around my whole face. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends on how much time I have, but typically I just put it in my T-zone. Now I'm going to go with these two foundations. One is the first one I'm going to put on, or the first one I'm going to squeeze out, is the Ruby Kisses foundation in Cognac. And this is supposed to be a 24-hour foundation. I wouldn't say it's a 24-hour foundation, but the color is amazing. So I like to mix it with my L'Oreal Pro Matte so that I stay matte. And this is in the color 112. So I'm just stippling this onto my face with my big dual fiber stippling brush from Casa Beauty. I will put my code on the screen for you guys to save 15% of your purchase off of their site. So I'm just applying this all over my face. It looks like I have halo brows. I know it looks a mess, but I'm gonna fix it later. It won't look terrible like this. So as you can see, the foundation kind of looks a little red on me, but everything balances out once I apply my concealer. So I'm taking the same Beautiful Bronze concealer by L.A.GIRL, and just applying this all into my highlighting areas. So under my eyes, the bridge of my nose, my forehead, above my lip, and under my lips. So yeah, same old, same old. And typically when I do this routine, it doesn't take maybe 15 to 20 minutes, maybe, because I'm always in a rush, especially when I have to go to work. I'm always trying to hurry up and get my makeup done. If I have like the 15 minutes, I'll go ahead and do this routine. So just slapping that everywhere, and then I'm gonna go in and blend that out with a foundation brush. I think it's gonna be my angled foundation brush. Yeah, and I got this off of Amazon. So I'll try to find the link to the brushes like these that I got on Amazon, and I'll put it down in the description for you guys if you're interested. Really good deal off of Amazon, and I love these brushes. I actually just use this one for myself, but the other brushes I use in my freelance kit. So yeah, anyways, I'm just blending this out everywhere. And then once I've got that blended out, I'm going to use the same foundation brush, and I'm going to take it into my AIRSPUN powder. And I mixed my setting powders today. I am using the BEIGE translucent powder and Sienna, and my AIRSPUN powder and naturally neutral or neutrally natural, one of the two. And I'm just setting my under eye. This has been like really nice. I love how this finish comes out with these two powders mixed together. So I'm just using the brush to set that. When I'm in a rush, I don't have time to switch all these different tools. Sometimes a beauty blender isn't clean, and so I just like, let me just use the brush, and it does just as good of a job. So just make sure there's no creasing under your eyes. And then also gonna set like the bridge of my nose, my head, everywhere where I apply the concealer. I just may not show it on camera, and I do apologize if the lighting gets a little different. I just got my new DSLR, so still working out the kinks with that. But now I'm using the same brush to get like a generous amount of powder and bake my smile lines, because they're going to be the death of me. I'm telling you, I can't get rid of these smile lines. No matter how many anti-aging skincare products I use, these smile lines still are here. But you know, it is what it is. So I'm just using that brush to bake my smile lines, and also my nose, because my nose is hella oily, to say the least. That's an understatement, actually. But now I'm going to take my Ruby Kisses 3D Contour Artist Kit, I think it's called. And I got this at my local beauty supply, and I'm taking my E.L.F. small stippling brush and just applying my contour, my cream contour. And this is completely optional. I know some people who are just getting into makeup or who don't like to wear a lot of makeup don't really need to contour. It's not necessary. I don't always contour, but I do love a cream contour. Just saying. So I'm just applying this with the stippling brush and just blending it, making sure it's not like harsh or anything like that. So yeah, like I said, completely optional. You don't have to do this, but I just like to accentuate my cheekbones, because I feel like they're my best feature, so I just like to accentuate them.
Stroke it for me, stroke it baby, stroke it baby. Work it baby, work it baby. Stroke it. There is something I want you to feel. I want you to rock. I feel like I'm on dope. 'Cause you serve me on a regular. All we need is that is rope. Before we drift in.
And to take the same angled foundation brush I was using earlier to set and blend out my concealer, and I'm going to take the same setting powder that I used earlier, and I'm going to just reverse contour, reverse highlight. I can't remember exactly which one it is, but this is going to also accentuate my cheekbones and kind of clean up that contour as well. So I'm just putting that underneath, and then once I get that applied, I'm not going to let it sit for long because we don't want to look too crazy. And I'm going to take my E.L.F. complexion brush, and I'm going to just sweep all that away and kind of blend it, just to make sure that it doesn't look too harsh, because then, I don't know, it just looks a hot mess if you don't blend it out. And then I'm just blending everywhere else around the face, just so that everything's a lot more seamless. My autofocus was playing with me. Okay, so now I'm taking this like reddish brown shade out of the 35K palette, which looks a hot mess. I do apologize. You know, it is what it is. When you have kids, your palettes don't always stay intact. But I'm just going to be applying this into the contour areas just to give me like a more bronzy look. So that's what I've been doing, and I like how it looks. That contour is so strong. Oh my god. Like I said, guys, completely optional. So just blending that everywhere. I'm also going to take that along my jawline as well. Autofocus is playing with me. I'm like, hello. Hello. Okay, thank you. Get yourself in check. Okay. So once I've got that blended, I'm going to contour my nose. Completely optional as well. This is not absolutely necessary. It's just based on personal preference. So if you like a snatched nose, snatch your nose, honey. It's all up to you. Now I'm going to be taking my Wet n Wild MEGAGLO highlighting powder in Crown of My Canopy, which they just finally put in stores. I'm like hella hype, and this shit is my jam. Like, I use it all the time. And I'm using the E.L.F blush brush to apply this like everywhere. I used to use like a fan brush, but that brush is like bae for highlighter. And now I'm going to take ColourPop Super Shock Cheek in CHERRIO, and I'm just going to be applying this. But before I do that, I'm going to get into my little dance break, my little jam session. I like to listen to Pandora while I do my makeup. Any radio is fine by me. Applying that everywhere. No, just not everywhere, but like the apples on my cheeks, and I kind of blends it into my contour. And then I'm taking the Better Than Sex mascara. This is the sample one, the little small one, and I'm taking this, running this all through my eyelashes. Don't know why they got time for lashes every single day. Like, I'm not doing lashes every day. I'm just not. So luckily my eyelashes are naturally curly, so sometimes people think they're falsies. I don't know how. I feel like my eyelashes are really small, but I get a lot of compliments on my lashes, so this Better Than Sex mascara gives me that falsy type of look. And then I'm going to be taking this lip oil by Ruby Kisses, and I'm applying it to my lips, which I've been loving this. It's really good. It keeps my lips really soft. Like, I have cracked ass lips. Like, my lips are on the level of cracked. And then I'm just going to be lining the lips with Ruby Kisses lip liner in dark brown, I believe. Just taking this all around the lips, and then I'm going to be applying what lipstick? I think I'm going to be applying MILANI's lipstick. I can't remember the name right now. I'll have to put it down in the description box for you, but it's a nice little nude. And then I'm taking Maybelline's matte lipstick. Don't remember the name of that either. Y'all, I'm falling off, but I'm just blending that all together, and I'm going to spray my face with my E.L.F mist and set, and then I'm done. So here's the finished look. I went and did my hair because it was looking a mess. I have a natural hair video coming up soon for you guys on how I do these ponytails. I have one on my sleek ponytails, but like how I do the extensions. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.